Hello friends, I'm G. Today I'll be talking about some errors some people do before going for commission. Yes, what is these simple errors, especially in terms of passports? People who came in by flight and they decide to hide their passport or throw it away or destroy it or try to return it back home to their friends or family. And also the other group, those who came through Libya and they had their passport with them and they decide to hide it or at the same time send it back home. Now it's time for commission. On getting to commission, for example, now I'm talking about those who came through visa by air. Now you go for commission and you lie to them that the passport is lost or stolen, and at the same time you also change their name. Let's say your name was John, you now decide to answer Gideon, for example. Fine, quite all right. At that very moment, they will know. When they will analyze everything, they will find out that you came through visa, you have a passport, this is your real name, John, and that alone can disqualify you. At the end of the day, you might struggle hard through a lawyer, but if you are not lucky, you'll be sent back home because you have just lied. Because when you apply for that passport, when you apply for the visa, your information was already registered in the European Union database. All the countries have your information. That is how it works in Europe. So you don't have to even lie about it. Tell them the truth. You came by air. This is your name. This is your age, your date, or everything, about you, nationality. Tell them. Don't go changing it saying you are from Ghana or whichever country. All right. It will affect you for sure. And even if you try to escape it, they gave you this permit of stay, sojourner, with the name Gideon. Yes, they gave you that name. Okay, now I'll stop there for now. You will know why it is not even good to change that name. Now proceeding to those who came through Libya. They had a passport and they returned it back home, or they destroyed, or they hid it. Whichever way, you now went for commission and you changed your name to a different thing, a different name. Quite all right, they may not know, no problem. But if you have traveled with that passport before to Europe and you came through the Libya, they will know that you have entered Europe in the past, so they will still know your real name. Now, what if you never traveled to Europe before? No problem, they will not know your real name. But you will find it very difficult when you now be going to renew that sojourner that is given to you, because upon going for renewal, they are going to ask you for your national passport. Now, imagine you bringing back the one that you have hidden, or the one you gave to your family member to keep for you. You brought it back to use it to renew. You discover the name and the information there is different from the one in your sojourner. Yeah, now you go to your embassy to change it. They will ask you, it is not possible. They will tell you that it is not possible. You have to go back home to change this information, your name, date of birth, because it's not corresponding with one in your sojourner. Okay, that is it. Very difficult. What do? You can check the video I've done about it, about how to change name in passport. So I'll drop the link if possible also. Okay, and another thing is this: even if the name in your passport and the one in your sojourner is the same, remember you lied to them that it is lost or you never had one. Now you went to renew with that particular passport. They will go through information about you. They will go back through the story you told, and when they discover that you lied, you said before you never had passport, because they will check the day the passport was issued to you. They will see it was 5 years ago, and now you are renewing. Then the dates are not corresponding. You went for commission last year, you want to renew your document after 2 years, and this passport was issued to you 5 years ago or 6 years ago. The information is not matching. Then they will discover that you lied. You once had a passport, you only lied about it that you never had. All right, so what am I saying in essence? That if you are going for commission, tell the real information about you in terms of name, date of birth, country, because it may affect you in one way or the other when you'll be going for renewal, or when you'll be going for your national passport to ask for it. You will now have another way to struggle it out, So if you realize when you go to the embassy, your embassy, when they put your fingerprint in that machine, they will discover that you once have a passport, whether you have hidden it or destroyed it, or, they will know. And they will find out that the name in that passport does not rhyme with the one you have presented in the form you filled, or the one in your sojourner identity card. So they will ask you to go and resolve the issue. But some of you, your embassy, I don't know if they can resolve that issue for those of you from other African countries or other nationals, you know. But for Nigerians, they will ask you to resolve it back home, which is very problematic, man, because you will be thinking, okay, now how can you travel back home? Is it with TC or Titolo di Viaggio? How do you get it solved? But now, I have good news for you. There's a guy who is here that can help you guys to solve that problem because he has the connections back home. How he does it, he himself was a victim, so he solved it, and he's also helping people so far to solve these kind of problems, you know. So if you want, you can just write in the comment section, and then you write me on WhatsApp. Then I can easily forward you his number so that you can discuss with him. That is it. So that is why people should be careful when they are trying to change this name, because it will cost them some money, you know, just to get this thing done at last. Just that we're ignorant, we don't know it will backfire back at the end of the day, you know. So also there's something called aggiornamento. You can also update information in your soggiorno to make it rhyme with the one in your passport, okay? That is if there are errors in your soggiorno, you know, you can update it, maybe names, date of birth, and the rest of them. The form is always in the poster. You can go there, get the form, but it's also best to use a lawyer to do these things because there are some bureaucratic, you know, things like that, bottlenecks that could, you know, hinder you, you know. So when you do it with a lawyer, they know how to best do these things for you to help you get it done once and for all, the filling of the forms and the rest of them. Also in the CAF, Patronatos there, CJ, you know, the CAF, you know, the ACLI, the ANOF, you know, those CAFs, they can help you to also fill these forms and you get the money paid. Some say it's up to €100 to get it done, you know. So there's also some works in the prefectura. So that is why you should need a lawyer to guide you properly, okay? So at the end, your information in the soggiorno will be updated with the one in your passport, you know, your national passport. So if you're having those errors in your soggiorno, you want to make it correspond to your passport, remember, you can do that through the aggiornamento form, okay? That is why when you go to commission, try to tell them the real information. Also, even in the court, when you're having your appeal cases, you can also correct the errors that you want to correct, which you never had the opportunity to, okay? So else you'll be trapped here in this country, and I know you want to go back home and enjoy yourself, you know, at least to visit home sometime. You'll be wondering, why is this guy off camera? Yeah, camera issues, man. Camera issues, man. All right, just to let you get the information. The information is more important than you watching me looking at my face. All right, I'm just really chill. I would like to know your reaction in the comment section, okay? Remember to like my video, share to your friends on WhatsApp, Facebook, so that they will know what's up, especially those who are having this kind of problems. You know them, your African brother, sister, especially if you're Nigerian watching, listening, your problems can be solved, you know, just by getting the connections back home. I told you there's somebody who can help you. Contact them and they'll get it fixed for you in Abuja. You know, that is where most of the passport issues are resolved. This embassy cannot do anything, you know. All right. So just tell me what you think. Subscribe and please press the bell for more notification. Okay, and I'm signing out. I'm Chi. Ciao.